In this video, we will be looking at conventions in measurement. Remember, in our previous video, we did look at trigonometry. We did look at trigonometry as we are preparing for supplementary exam MIP 2601, right? Even if you are not an MIP 2601 student, right? This video is for you, right? If you are new to this channel, what are you waiting for? Kindly do the right thing. You subscribe. You only subscribe once. Subscribe, like, and comment. Well, we are growing as a community. So the question paper that we are reviewing, it's October, November 2024. Since we are preparing for supplementary exam MIP 2601 2025. So to make our life easier, guys, we are dealing with a theory here in application of conventions in measurement. So the first question says, copy and complete the following to make the mathematical statement true. Hint, fill the box with an operational. We know the operational: division and multiplication, addition. So to convert this 78 centimeter, we can also use a symbol, guys. Here we can also use, we know that 78 centimeter, it's lesser than 1 meter, because 1 meter is greater than centimeter. We know that millimeter, it's lesser than centimeter. If I'm not mistaken, yes, it is less. It's lesser than that. So the symbol, or the operational symbol, that will be the operational that we can use here, it's less than, or division. Others can use division, yes, but the operational symbol that we can use here, it's less than. Right. Feel free to correct me if I made a mistake here. So we are going to use less than. Then I guess we can move, guys, right? So feel free to comment. Remember, there's always a room for learning, guys. There's always a room for learning. Then that was 4.1, 4.1.1, and 4.1.2. So that was 3 marks actually. So we are now focusing on another part, which is 4.2. So we are going to read first, then analyze and see what we can have here, right, guys? So read the scenario below and answer the questions that follow. The governing body of Itu Singh Primary School decided to build a fence in front of the school's tuck shop. So the length of the fence is 15 meters in total. The builders plant the poles 150 centimeters apart. They plant each pole so that 25 centimeters is underground and 1 meter above the ground. Then 4.2.1. How many poles do they need to plant? Hint, make a sketch first. You will do well to make a sketch. That sketch will have a fence of 15 meters. So they said, how many poles do they need to plant? After drawing your sketch, guys, you will then calculate. So to make our life simpler, for 4.2.1, since we have 15 meter, we will convert it to centimeter, right? We'll convert it to centimeter. So in other words, I'm going to say, so 15 meter will be needed to be converted to centimeter. So you will do well to know what is 1 centimeter to meter. That will be 1,000 meter. So we'll multiply this, right, by 1,000. So which will be 1,005 centimeter. That's the total fence length, right, in centimeter. So from there, as we are being told that the distance they said the builders plant the poles 150 centimeter apart. So that's the distance between poles. So meaning that the distance between each pole, it's what? It's we are given there, it's 150 centimeter, right? So we need to know, they said how many poles do they need to plant. So we need to know the number of spaces between poles. So what I'm going to do is to take this 1500. Remember, this is 1500 centimeters. So I'm going to take, so to find the number of spaces between poles, I will do this. I'll just say 1500 divided by that 150. Then we know that this and this cancels. How many times does 15 goes to 15? That will be once. Then we take 0 there, so we are going to have 10. So we are going to have 10, so it will be 10 poles. So it will be 10 poles, but we are not done. Remember, we are not done, guys. We are not done. So they said the builders plant the poles 150. So they plant each pole so that 25 centimeter is under the ground and 1 meter above that ground. So we'll add with that 1 meter above that ground. So it's gonna be 10 plus 1, which will give us 11. So in all into therefore, since each space needs a pole at the start and at the end of the fence, so we are going to say 10 plus 1, which will be 11 poles. So the poles that will be needed here will be 11 poles. You will do well to do a sketch. So you will do well to draw a sketch so that you make this scenario appealing. Yes, so you will do well to draw a sketch first. So follow the rules so that you can get all that 5 marks. So for 4.2.2, how many long poles of 3 meters each do they need to have enough poles? How many long poles of 3 meters each do they need to have enough poles? How many long poles of 3 meters each do they need to have enough poles? Question mark. Hint, how long is one pole? Remember, they cannot be joined together. Well, in this case, guys, we need to know that one pole needs to be 1 meter, since they said 1 meter above the ground. So in this case, for me to work with 4.2.2, remember 1 meter, one pole needs to be 1 meter above the ground. No? So I'll take that 1 meter plus edit with that they plant each pole so that so that 25 centimeter it's under the ground. We'll add it with that 25 centimeter underground. So when you add these two, you are going to have underground, you're going to have 1.25 centimeter, guys. So firstly, you'll do well to convert. So from here we are going to get 1.25 centimeter. So do your conversions, guys. Do your conversions. You need to convert meter to centimeter. So when you add this, you are going to have 1.25 centimeter. Are we done? No. Remember, they said how many long poles of 3 meters do they need to have enough poles? We are not done, guys. So since each three pole can be cut into 2 poles, we need to understand this. Each 3 meter pole here, guys, can be cut into 2 poles. So meaning that, going back from what we have, remember we at 4.2.1 we have 11 poles. Let's take those 11 poles, divide them by 2. So each 3 pole can be cut into 2 poles. That's why I divide by 2. So if you divide 11 by 2, what are you going to have? You are going to have 5.5 poles of 3 meters each, but to the nearest, approximately this will be 6 poles. 6 poles of what? 6 poles of 3 meter. So how many long poles do we need? So they need to have enough poles. So they will need 6 poles of 3 meter. They will need 6 poles of 3 meter. So that's how I would have answered such question. Then let's now work with 4.2.3. What percentage of each pole is under the ground? That's 5 marks, right? So the total length, guys, by the way here, the total length of each pole, we calculated it. We said total length of each pole, it's 1.25 centimeter. So we take that 1.25 centimeter, convert it to meter. We are going to have 125. Oh, convert to remember, guys, here, I'm making a mistake here, guys. Sorry, you didn't tell me that there's a mistake that I see it now. Here it's supposed to be meter. We're converting that 25 centimeters. Sorry for that. I just realized it now. Sorry. We always make mistakes, but we learn. So when we convert 1.25 centimeter to meter, we are going to have 125 meter. Hey man, am I doing it well? Oh yeah, it's fine. So I'm having this. What am I doing here? Sorry for the mistake, guys. We're taking this 1.25 meter, we convert it to centimeter. We are going to have 125 centimeter. That's what I wanted to put here. Remember, we need to find the percentage, right? So after finding that, we need to find remember the portion of the pole underground. We were told at the top, which was they said they plant each pole so that 25 centimeter is underground. That's what we were told, right? So when we want to find the percentage here, we are going to say percentage will be 25 centimeter. Don't ask me where did I get that 25. I get it here because we are given that 25 is underground. So divided by this 125 centimeter that we have converted from 1.25. So and then multiply by 100 since it's a percentage. So this will give us 20%. So they said what percentage of each pole is underground. So 20% of percentage is underground. So that's how it should be with 4.2.3. Then I guess now we can look at 4.2.4. So they said 3 lengths of wire are strung between every 2 of the poles. How many meters of wire do they need? Hint, allow for an extra 50 centimeter per wire. Well, guys, first thing we can see that 3 length of each pole. Remember, 3 length of each pole, 3 length of each pole, 3 length of each pole. We calculated there. We said it's 1.25 meter. So it said it's 1.25 meter. 3 lengths of wire, mean. Oh, what am I? They said, let me just go there again. 3 lengths of wire string between every 2 of the poles. How many meters of wire do they need? Oh, 3 lengths of wire, guys, are string, no? Between every 2 poles. That's what we can see them. So secondly, we need to find, for us to answer this question correctly, what is the distance between 2 poles? Ask yourself, what is the distance between 2 poles? We did learn that it was 150 centimeter apart. So let's convert that to make our life easy. 150 centimeter, convert it to meter, that will be 1.5. That will be 1.5. So we're going to have 1.5 meter. So they said allow for an extra 50 centimeter per wire. For an extra wire per section, guys, we need to convert that 50 centimeter. So if I take 50 centimeter, I convert it to meter, that will be 0.5 meter, right? So now we need to find the total wire per section. To find the total wire per section, let's take this 1,5, add it by 0,5 meter. So that will give us 2 meter. So we already have 2 meter, right? From this extra centimeter per wire. So we're not done. We need to find the total wire per section. So the total wire per section, since 3 wires, guys, you may recall from the top part at 4.2.1, they said how many poles do they need to plant. So we have 11 poles. So if we can take to find the total, to find the number of sections that are needed here, because they said how many meters of wire do they need. We will be smart. Let's take that 11 poles and subtract by 1 meter above pole underground. So that will give us 10. That will give us 10, right? So we will take that 10. Remember, we have three wires per section. So it will be 3 wires, multiply by that 10, multiply by that 2 meter wire. So we will have 3 times 10, that's 30, 30 times 2, that will be 60. So it will be 60 meter of wire. This was a complex question, right? Yes, guys. My advice to this section, please, guys, learn how to convert centimeter to meter. Learn how to convert millimeter to centimeter. So conversions are essential, guys. We need to know them. So under my community post, I will post something that will help you to deal with this. Yeah, because you might be confused. Mr. Richard, where did you get those calculations? It is through conversions, guys. I hope this was clear. If you didn't understand, you will do well to go to my post, community post, where I will post something that will help you to know how to convert. All the best with your examination. See you on another 2 videos that will follow tomorrow, which was question 1 and question 2. Do not forget to subscribe and like, and remember, we love you.